What's up, everyone? It's Saria. Here are just a few little fun warm-up points that I'm going to show before some set play here with a new player for the channel, JJ. We were just warming up our serves and we decided to keep the ball live after hitting serves, and I thought that would be fun to throw in at the beginning here. I met JJ because he works at the same tennis club that I do, and he, at the time, was a part of a 4-0 men's USTA tennis league. At the time, I think he was mostly competing in doubles, but at some point, I'd like to lock horns with basically all of the players from that league because I see them a lot at the club, and it just feels like it would be fun. And it's been fun to hit with JJ, and we've played 3 times so far, and each time we played 1 set. And I thought that combining those 3 sets into their own little arc here could be interesting. So that's what I'm doing here. This is another more curated highlights video, skipping a lot of early and egregious errors so that it's a bit more entertaining. First game. And he starts me off early with a pretty good underhand serve. Well done. Like another recent video, I'm not going to post full point scores in every single game. I'm mostly just posting the game scores so that you can keep up with the trajectory of the match. And apologies for not showing the point scores, but I'm trying to figure out how to edit in point scores in ways that aren't so draining. And maybe the Swing Vision app could help with that. We'll see. I'm pretty poor, so I don't know if I'm going to rely on that as an option. But JJ has been an interesting player to play against. He has a fairly unique style, somewhat unpredictable sometimes. He often plays with safer margins on his shots, and then he'll just suddenly go for something big, and I feel like maybe that's common for a lot of young players, but he also loves some mind games here and there, and against a player with my mental strength, that can really get some purchase. I'll chime in here and there as I want to note things as they're happening in the match. Hope you all enjoy this one. I think he was just slapping that away because it was going to be clearly out. He's a fairly laid-back guy, a pretty loose player, and both of us definitely want to beat each other, but these are some pretty low-stakes sets. Of course, low stakes does not really exist for me. I always put absurd amounts of pressure on myself. My heart is completely hanging on every single shot, and I'm desperately afraid not to miss every single time I go up to the ball, and gotta work on that.
Yes! Come on!
Even though I am editing out a fair amount of my double faults, those ones were at a crucial time, so that's why it's now 4-2.
Okay.
He called it out himself. Of course, my body is blocking the ball the moment it lands, so you can't see it for yourself. I had been doing well with those half volleys from the baseline, and so I went for a little bit too much with that one. Starting to feel myself a bit too hard with that shot. Gotta be smarter. Oh no. Well, a bit of a fluky shot won me the point, but wow, that was timid at the net, wasn't it? Speaking of being timid at the net and hitting fluky shots, we'll take it.
And flip! Flip!
The double tap. Now, coming up here, unfortunately, my main camera ran out of space, and so I had to use a backup camera, which I think I got faulty from the retailer, because it has this ridiculously pixelated graininess to it. Apologies for this. It's going to be like this for just a couple of minutes. And also, the score is different, you might notice. He had a set point at 5-3. Now we're even. And now, I'm serving for the set.
That's ridiculous. No need. That was a great shot.
KG. But I backed myself here to make more balls than him, and I wanted to see that through. No stupid errors here.
No. That would have been a great play.
First set was a comeback win for me. And as laid back as all of this was, that can't feel good. And so he wanted revenge the next time. Could he get his revenge in set 2? If I keep serving like that, it'll be tough. I need to practice more so that I can do that more often. The nice thing about a laid-back match is that sometimes the opponent defers to you for the call, and I had the perfect view for that. It caught a couple centimeters of the line.
That's so good. Oh my God.
My second service game was nothing like the first. I have a lot of work to do.
Good try.
I got away with not moving my feet at all in no man's land. Yeesh.
Perfect.
Yep, there it is again. I should be smarter with that and move back to take it normally. That one was a bit more necessitated, and I didn't go so aggressively with it. And then my own depth to his backhand gives me the point.
Well, that's literally perfect.
I don't know how to not chop downward like that on the forehand volley. Oh my. That was my strongest game since my first service game, and we've been trading breaks pretty much ever since then, non-stop. Can either of us break this deadlock? Maybe I should change this, but I legitimately hate when I win points that way. It means that I kind of missed the shot I was going for. But I was able to rectify it with that one. I'm really gunning for the break here. I'm engaged to take the set in this game.
Yeah, no footwork. What?
I will never know what that shot looked like from my vantage point, because I was in the middle of falling. Was it the most impressive situation for a dive shot winner? No, the serve was a bit slow, but it caught me off guard. I had to lunge forward for it, and so I hit a weak shot. His volley was not that angled, but I was still falling as I got to it because I wasn't expecting it to be short, and it just happened. Sometimes you just try to hit the ball, and then it looks interesting. Of course, I lost the game, but that just happened to be one of the most interesting shots I've ever hit, in the middle of a very uninteresting point. And in that point just now, his laid-back nature came out, and he was just messing around, tried to stand really far back on my serve, and it bounced twice before it got to him. I'll take it.
Yep, nice shot.
My forehand couldn't attack with control in that game, and here we go. Tiebreak time. I'm going to show every single point in this tiebreak, clunker points and all, so prepare yourselves.
No, dude.
And we start off with 3 pretty classic area points. Double fault, error, error. But this is looking like a game of who wants it less.
Nope. No.
Who wants it less? Oh! Come on, Saria. You were behind in that point right from the nasty slice pass, and you know it. Speaking of, yes, I was a dead duck in that point, but I'm happy I hit a shot with margin to give him a chance to miss there. Nice slice. He forced me to dig it out with my non-existent backhand slice, and I've got to stay focused here. Which of us will get set point first? And now, I'm desperate to not double fault. And that's probably part of why I do it so often. Come on, Saria, that's some low-key sore loser behavior. There'll always be a next time. We are now 1 set all. 2 very close sets that could have gone either way. Who's going to get the third? Yes, you're gonna have to wait till next time to find out. Thank you so much for the tennis, JJ. And thank you all so much for watching.